starting with some pearls of wisdom from past batch students who are now my colleagues as chartered accountant. I welcome today here Pallavi. Pallavi, you are there? Teachers रोज बोलते हैं and students. Good morning, Pallavi.
Together.
Yeah, good morning, ma'am.
Yeah. Can you mute your background? Some sound is coming here. Yeah. Pallavi is my student from 2012 batch. She's in her work mode right now. 2012 batch, Pallavi joined with me CA Inter with lot of experience of working in corporate earlier and an inspiring story of then taking U-turn, leaving the job in Bangalore and then deciding to pursue CA. She continued post-qualification, worked last 2 years in an audit firm and now joined PwC. So Pallavi, as a teacher, it's my duty to guide the students every day on track. I'm doing that. You give them inputs, what better, because you all have been the students at their place right now. They are preparing for upcoming exam, November exam. Some CMA students are preparing for December exam. So what is your takeaway from this experience, your journey in this profession? Do share your inputs.
Good morning, ma'am, and good morning to everyone, to all my friends over there. So, firstly, it's my pleasure being taking this opportunity to tell my experience. So, it's always been a pleasure to tell, just explain my things over the journey of CA. So coming to the journey part, so as ma'am said, I just left my job when I started CA Inter. So, and I came to ma'am, although I did not get the opportunity to learn all the subjects from her, because the batches were over, I just took only 2 subjects. But the quotes, the important thing to be noted here is, but I wrote all the exams, booster exams, test of other subjects as well, because that is one of the important thing which helped me. So as I took only 2 subjects from her, coaching as a part of a coaching. But when in that period, as I realized that the test and exams are going to help, I just thought that yes, I should follow for other subjects as well. So I took the notes from ma'am, from my other students, my colleagues, friends, and then I just went through, and we all I gave the test like any other student, all the tests for all the subjects, and I gave the final exam also. So once you clear from, you get a good marks from the ma'am, I would see that you easily crack the exam at the final exam as well, because one of the important thing maybe one has as a student you need to understand is like the time management. So time management is something we always believe that we know this answer, but when it comes to the time of executing the same, we always lack it. So if you keep practicing here in the form of a test or exams, that will definitely help. So that is one of the key takeaway from all the booster test series and exams and everything. And also the small points like what all ma'am says in the form of short notes and all. And, even the simple things like, marking the problems to, give a revision at the time of, while doing one day before your exam, because there will be one problem that the ma'am will tell you which has all the adjustments. So if you do one such problem before your day, so you're actually hitting some 8 to 9 concepts in one problem. So those are the key elements which you should never miss, because that is the thing which will give you maybe a 16-mark question or 8 marks question or 4 marks question, but that will be a very important things. So these are the small things, like when it comes to theoretical part, underlining few words, even those may think like highlighting few of the words like for the auditing part or any law part. So these are the few things. This will definitely help you in giving the extra marks. So I have loved that session like anything. So, and actually we all our batch students always miss that because we did not get the opportunity to learn finals from the ma'am at that time. We actually, miss that test and exams, because we were used to that school kind of a concept where we had a teacher who correcting at every point of time at every chapter. So you are doing a revision unknowingly 2 to 3 times with the ma'am. So what you do apart from that is something different. So when you are with ma'am, you unknowingly are doing 2 to 3 times of revision, which will definitely help. So these minute things like doing the problems, marking the things, this will definitely help in adding the value. And the example, like, it's not about myself, but it's about the ma'am coaching. So as I said, I had only 3 months of study period for me since I came at the last time. So, and I cracked 2 groups in a single attempt in the CA Inter, and I got exemption in the auditing, which I took from ma'am. Highlighting part is I am actually a practical student. Like, I love doing accounts, where auditing is something is not my area.
That's the
As it is a
mindset.
theoretical, but that is something because of the comfort which I got, where my even the hardest subject has become a easier subject, and I got the exemption. So you can just think of the other part, like how it gonna help being with ma'am for all the other subjects. So please do not miss the opportunity of when a guidance you are getting from the ma'am, because I know the value of each mark as well, because when in my finals, even I gave multiple attempts. So we always regret that we didn't had these corrections. Had I been got these corrections in my tests or final exams, maybe I would not have taken these sessions. So, and because it's not just about the test, because when you get the paper back from the ma'am, she gives with the comments, when as you get from the CA valuation from our exam part as well. So this will definitely help you, and this might, you never know, the question which ma'am gives in your test and exams might be your same question in your final exam also. It did happen. It happened with our sessions only. It's not just one subject, it's 2 to 3 subjects in accounts and all. I still remember, like, by looking at the question paper, we had a very big smile, because the balance sheet is always a horrible, but we got one problem which ma'am has given in our one of our test series. So it was something, a smile on our place, when all other students were, in a tension mode at the time of looking at the paper. So keep practicing the things, keep the very key point, once I'm repeating once again, with the time management, either it is a theoretical or a practical subject, always. So although we know the answer, we cannot execute the same with a given time. And each, as ma'am says, each question has a limited time. You cannot exceed beyond that. So those things help in, when you are with ma'am and when you are following these steps. So that's the key takeaways, and that's the points which I learned from ma'am, and I am always grateful for that, ma'am. So thank you for this opportunity, and I wish all the subjects all the best to the students, and have a happy learning from ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Pallavi. So glad to see you now as my colleague. Dear students, looking forward to see you all also like this. Pallavi and I, we attended recently the Prerna and all the training also together. So it's so nice to be, and you have really reminded me of the point I have forgotten. This is the communication I have received from so many values also. They say that in the theory, at least the clue words. See, you're not always writing the side heading and elaborating. So sometimes if you're writing
the adjective part,
advantage is just underline the clue words. That's what she said is very important. Writing the chapter wise exam, and absolutely correct. However good your knowledge is, what you are revising one day before exam, right now you have to mark and keep. Okay, put a stick on or marking ki this I'm going to cover up, and 3 hours of exam. And though you took coaching for 2 subjects, you're saying you cleared all. It is not because of me, it is because of that right mindset. I'm always saying it's 40% of your knowledge, 60% of your mindset, what you maintain in the 3 hours of exam, and you're surely going to complete. So for that only we are doing all this training and practice. Thank you so much. Your
Thank you,
job
ma'am.
is
Thank you.
ongoing of your job. You
Yeah.
spare time
So
in
I'm
your
in the middle of the meeting. Thank you once again.
Thank
I wish all
you.
the best to the
Thank you,
students.
Pallavi.
Bye. Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye, dear. Thank you.